From the Soviets' victory in Moscow and Stalingrad to the British-Canadian triumph in the Battle of the Atlantic needed to facilitate D-Day, World War II had no shortage of key events instrumental in turning the tide against Nazi Germany. However, there is one such moment that stands above the rest, one which would truly deal the first decisive blow against the advance of fascism. This destined opposition to Hitler came from none other than the plucky island of Great Britain, with the UK standing near alone as one of the few remaining bastions of democracy in Europe. The Battle of Britain commenced on July 10th, 1940. Facing what was then viewed by many as insurmountable odds against the Luftwaffe, their larger fleet outnumbering the Royal Air Force 2-1, key factors would determine British triumph. Owing to the battle being fought entirely in the sky, the superior British fighter planes unquestionably aided the fight for aerial superiority, the quintessential being the highly manoeuvrable Spitfire and iconic Hawker Hurricane. Additionally, by nature of being the defensive force, British pilots greatly benefited from fighting over their own territory, the valour and legendary heroics of the airmen undoubtedly fuelled by the existential threat facing their homeland. However, British grit and determination alone would never have guaranteed their victory. Instead, and of far greater significance, the invention of radar technology by Robert Watson Watt would be the real pivotal factor in combating the Nazis. Entering service in 1938 under the codename Chain Home, the British had now gained an implicit advantage over the Luftwaffe as the first ever adopter of an early warning radar network. The Dowding system, named after Commander Hugh Dowding, would incorporate this breakthrough technology into the nation's landline telephone network, responsible for rapidly disseminating information on enemy positions. The operation rooms also directed other defence systems, including anti-aircraft guns and barrage balloons. This combination of a unified defence system, utilising the very best of innovation unbeknownst to the Germans, provided crucial mapping of incoming raids. As a result, the Dowding system and radar increased the Air Force's average rate of success in intercepting Luftwaffe raids to 90%, providing a truly remarkable leap from the 30 to 50% considered excellent in the pre-war period. This ability to know German whereabouts had thus provided a multiplying effect, giving the RAF an effective force of a fleet 3 times their size, vital for defeating the frequently larger Luftwaffe forces. This innovation allowed Fighter Command to successfully manage their limited resources and remain in the fight, a detail crucial to the Air Force's survival in August during the major Luftwaffe bombing offensive of British airfields, codenamed Eagle Attack. In reality, however, it would be Hitler's ill-fated reaction to Churchill's bombing of Berlin that tipped the balance in favour of the British. Ordered by the Prime Minister on August 25th, the bombing of Berlin would be in a direct retaliation to the Luftwaffe's accidental bombing of London the previous day, an incident which went against Hitler's orders to not target civilians. With the Führer incensed, worsened by the fact Luftwaffe Commander Göring, who had promised the ability of the British to penetrate the fatherland as an impossibility, Hitler would thereafter instruct all future attacks to instead target UK cities. Known as the Blitz, the Luftwaffe began this shift in strategy on September 7, 1940, seeing the prioritisation of area bombing of major British cities over RAF bases. A critical error by Nazi leadership, their decision to redirect the Luftwaffe away from RAF airfields allowed Bomber Command to rebuild, regroup, and greatly increase aircraft production. As a result, the recapture of the skies under British command was now an inevitability. By October 31st, 3 months and 3 weeks after the launch of the Luftwaffe's aerial campaign, the Battle of Britain had come to an end, the decisive British victory dealing the Nazis their first defeat, categorically changing the outcome of the war.